So welcome back everyone to the channel. Today we want to have a look at the Model Context Protocol, short MCP. The MCP is like a universal adapter which connects your LLM to an external tool or data. Here in this example we use Cursor with the chat, which connects to a Python server and fetches data from our Postgres DB. The user can insert a prompt and then the LLM generates a SQL statement out of it. The SQL statement is executed with the Python server and fetches the data from the database. The response is returned to the client, which then again uses the LLM to generate a natural language response. So let's look what makes MCP even possible. It uses a shared message format, the JSON-RPC 2.0. It works like Lego pieces, building blocks you can plug together. Then the access is limited for the session time. The tools say what they support. So the MCP server offers tools and tells the client what it can do. And what's also a big benefit is that it works with any AI model, so you can just switch out your LLM. So let's set up a quick MCP on our local machine. For this we go to the GitHub repo for the Postgres MCP server. We clone this to our local machine and then we check what we need to do in the installment description. We have to create a Python environment. We do this on our local machine. I have Python 3. You can also use just Python, it depends what you have on your machine. And then next we have to activate the environment. And now we can install the requirements. If that worked, we can now make the configuration for our MCP server inside Cursor. We can also test the server locally before. We don't do that now. So now we add a new Cursor configuration. We go to the Cursor settings, MCP, add new global MCP server. We can copy paste in our configuration and just have to adjust it to our local machine and for our database with the correct user password and database name. Then if we have done that, we see that the server is now activated and Cursor is connected to it. In the chat window we can now talk to our Postgres DB. Let's try it. For example, can you see my Postgres DB? And it checks it. You actually have to confirm to run the tool in Cursor, so it won't execute it automatically. And then we can also ask, for example, what's the first product? Here we have a product database and ask it for the first product in one of our tables. We have to run it again and now we have an error. Let's try again. Now we can see it. And here we get the response of the first entry the table in natural language. So this is it from our tutorial. Okay, let's have a quick recap. What we need to remember, the MCP is like a universal adapter for the LLM to add tools and external data. It is LLM agnostic, provider agnostic, meaning you can change from Claude to ChatGPT without any problems. It enhances the capabilities of the LLM by making it super easy to plug in additional tools. And we also did a quick example with the cursor and the Python Postgres server, where we fetched data from a database with natural language. So this is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and see you on the next one.